Good morning, everyone. So today we're back here again, once again working on the creek. As you can see from the distance, the creek is still flowing with a nice strong current. Every night it's been raining lately, so you know this thing hasn't been slowing down any bit. Today I've brought the Stihl Cam 130 with the hedge trimmer, and then I also brought along my pole saw attachment. The reason I didn't bring the Makita is because I don't have a hedge trimmer for that one, and I don't really want to go buy one. So kind of unfortunately I have to bring this and then I have to carry the rake out here. It's a long walk, so that part kind of sucks. But speaking of that, I think this will be the last video I do for this area for this year possibly, because looking at how open everything is now, I kind of think that it's good enough compared to how it was. This is a huge improvement, so I'll do a little bit of trimming here with the pole saw. I'll cut some of these branches, cut some of those things off, and then that little bush that's right there, and then I think that'll probably be it. Probably call it good. Maybe I'll do some of this stuff possibly, but I'll see depending on how fast I'm working. Okay, well, we kind of opened it up a little bit more. I can see the water is trying to find a way to dig under there and kind of allow the current to pass through. So, I don't know. I'm not sure about inside of this thing, but I know on the outside, it was basically just a bunch of dead branches from different stuff. Probably stuff, I don't know, that probably fell from up there or made its way downstream at one point, but yeah, so that wasn't all that tree necessarily, but I'm not going to go any farther than that. Okay, well that right there is just a huge difference. Now if I can kind of clean up that little part right there, kind of move some more of that stuff, then that'll look 10 out of 10. But kind of same thing that was happening here was happening throughout the entire area, except for this part it was a little different. So all of these branches that were out here, they were all dead. None of them had anything sprouting on them, and then if you just look at them, they're all kind of like dried out and rotting. But what was happening here in this specific location, if you look at this, see this is the bittersweet vine, right? And then right here, this is a root vine. As you can see, it kind of has like all the little spikes jagging out of it. And so what happened is that these vines, they would hang down here, and then they're attached to roots like this. And basically this entire little thing right here, I kind of pushed everything back. You can see right here, that was a bunch of little bittersweet vine roots, and they kind of grew in and covered this. And basically, it's actually very smart. When you think of vines or like any sort of thing, you know, they're a very intelligent invasive species, because I guess that's how invasive species kind of work. But most of the actual vines are all up here, growing on top of the parts and branches of the tree that are actually alive. And then they kind of just set down the roots, and the roots go down, and then they kind of attach to the water, and they're basically safe. And so, yeah, very interesting. Nice little rant there. Okay, what I'll try to do now, that chainsaw attachment, or that pole saw, I put a new chain on there, and that thing's working out awesome right now. That new chain is huge difference. So I'm gonna see these branches, how they're kind of sticking out here. I'm gonna try to push this a little bit back. There's a blackberry vine right there. We're gonna try to clean this thing up a little bit so we can kind of get a more basically what we did here, same thing. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to cut this thing up a little bit more, and then I think that's probably it, this area. I'll probably play around with, see that how there's like a bunch of leaves and stuff right here. I'll probably move that, and then I'll probably call it a series. I'm gonna do this one little part with a close-up. Kind of see how all this is dammed up. Look at that. Ooh. It's the unclogging video right here. Oh, that branch is dead, are you serious? All that debris. Wow. Wow, that actually opened up a lot. That's kind of crazy. See, there's like a bunch of sediment flowing in here now. Yeah, this thing's getting eroded like crazy. Wow. Two little pulls of leaves, and this thing is. That's probably holding back a lot of water. Let's see. This weird thing on my head. Maybe it was. Huh. Oh, that was just a big relief to the creek too, right there. That little section. For that part back there. That's crazy. Okay, well. I wasn't expecting that big of a change just by doing that. Now look how clean this is. Basically all the sediment went away. Now it's just kind of rock. And basically, all that erosion is happening throughout this entire area. And so, right now, what I'm walking on is all just kind of like pebbles, gravel, basically river rock, if you want to call it that. Or there's probably a proper term for it. Basically stuff like this. And all of that is just lining the floor of the creek now. As before that, it was basically all of this. I'll take this out. There's like a little whirlpool going on here because of this clog. I'll fix that. Some more whirlpool. I know I lied. It's a whirlpool. Okay. Well, eventually all this stuff will just keep going down, 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 down. Eroding, eroding, eroding. And it'll kind of create this flat, kind of smooth surface. And so, as we walk over here, there's a huge dip. Remember that dip I always talk about where like, the water goes under my knees? A lot of the sediment is collecting under here. So maybe this thing with time will just get filled up and it'll become even. That's a possibility too, but that's what it kind of is right now. And then we have some material down there. Let's go clean that up too. Let's try to pull some of this stuff out. Yeah, a lot of stuff. It's more important to get like a branch than it is to get the leaves or something like that, because that way it doesn't have anything to wrap around against. And in there, okay. Let's get some of this stuff right here. Yeah, this right here is a pretty big. Oh yeah, that's a nice little clump of mess. That's a good 10 pounds right there. This. Oh, this is wrapped around something down here. Right in line. There's a branch right there. Let's try to push that then. Yeah, I kind of just look at all that material flowing down in there now. And just to kind of just do a walk by cleaning. This right there. A walk by cleaning. Okay. Okay. Well, now we have all these leaves flowing down here. And then sometimes some of the vines or sticks that build up. Clean that up. Yeah, this thing is a piece of driftwood right there. Oh, let's pull this back first. And then get the driftwood. Oh. Just like that. Usually when you hit it like that, you can get a good possibly like that. Okay. Like that. Oof. Boom, clean. Okay. All these leaves, vines. Sorry for holding the tripod in my hand. I'm not going to set it up for every little angle. Doing this. Yeah. Oh, just for that. Wow, look at that. That is very cool. Like a table. It kind of looks like an oversized egg. Let's pull and all that. I wasn't standing here watching during that. I was gathering the tools. And so, I guess for the big conclusion for this area, I'm trying to just do one final walkthrough. So this is basically the conclusion for this video and then for this entire area. It's kind of getting hard to come down here with more and more tools to try to make it even nicer. You know, I could have done a lot more. I could have cleaned that entire thing up, could have cleaned this shore up a little bit more too. You know, could have done a bunch of hedge trimming and then all this and all that, but I don't know, that's that's already way too much. So but I'd like to take a second and thank each and every one of you guys for watching. First of all, I had no idea that many people would watch the first video, the second video, the third video, the fourth video, the fifth video, the sixth video, the seventh video, the eighth video, and now this, the ninth video. I never thought that many people would watch it. And so big shout out or thank you for all of you for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate for all you guys dropping your likes, dropping your comments and feedback, kind of giving the little ideas, giving the little feedback. I appreciate that. And oops, it's still kind of it's still kind of a tricky creek, but hopefully maybe next year or sometime, maybe in a couple of months, I'll come back and just do a checkup just to see how things are going. Maybe this little creek will turn into like a huge roaring river, or you know, maybe who knows what'll happen. Maybe that log will move because it breaks up because it's rotting, or maybe this stuff will, you know, start flowing away, or you know, possibilities are endless. But yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good night. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for watching. Bye.